Hola amigos, welcome to Life for Living Well channel. Please subscribe to keep the channel going. You can also check us out by visiting our website on www.lifeforlivingwell.com. Sit down and enjoy the helpful topic for this week. Hey, welcome back to another episode from Life for Living Well. My name is Richard, and the topic I have for us this week, I call it the Watcher. But before I dive deep into the topic, I quickly wanted to say that we've been trying and working partnerships with some publisher, so you might start notice some changes on our website in the coming days. But before then, if you also would like to know one or two things about the Life for Living Well community, you can always check out on our website at www.lifeforlivingwell.com. Once again, my name is Richard, and the topic for this week is the Watcher. So let's start it. So this particular podcast for this week is more like a storytelling. So you probably will need to get some seats, and if you are okay driving or listening to it, or you walking, whatever you're doing, just try and pay attention to the stories and use how the story come across to you to interpret it to how you feel like it's relative to you. So let's get started. A man have an habit in his village that always leaves his home at a particular time in the day, and this particular time is most of the time or always is in the morning. He particularly like to leave his house at around 5 o'clock in the morning, and he carries his notebook with him. And what does he do when he actually gets to play? He pick a particular area in the village, which is the hill outside of the community, that is have a middle between the community and the village and farm. And he will sat in the middle of the hill, and he will be looking down into the houses and the things, and it will be also when the day break, you also have the opportunity to see people when they are going to their days, how they interact with each other. So these are the things that the man does almost every day. And at times, the villager didn't take it serious. It's something that they consider that he was a weird person. Like you and I can see one or two people in our life that we consider them well because they are not conform to popular way of doing things, or the way they dress, or the way they talk. So this particular man, he will go with his notebook and he will just sit alone in the middle of the field on a hill. So the question is, what does he do? No one actually knows except him. So this has been a daily morning ritual that he has perfected over the years. This also disturbs the villagers, even though his action is harmless, but regardless, they were unsure of their own identity. So the way this man live his life, the habit is developing himself, He sometimes make few people in the village that he lives doubt their own self because he's not afraid to be different. He's not afraid to follow his own passion. So when he got to the hill, what does he do? He watches nature, the moon, stars, just like an alchemist. He just focuses on little things like this, which is a big things, but hardly that anybody notices them. So it is even better when the darkness has disappeared. He watches people as they commune to their daily businesses. The more details of all were humans. So he get more information, sensing information into his brain without him making any judgment about it. He just observing and he just see how things are interlinking to one another. You see how they engage in their several vanities, such as bringing food to the tables. But the one that is alarming among all the things is watched about a human being is the ability to press self-destructive, which is harm them most. So this young man is an artist by trade. He took inspiration from his morning ritual. The habit of being an observant is something he has developed over the years. The most esoteric deity will be powerless with his sincerity of purpose and not able to match his attention to details. The ferocity with which he engaged in this habit is what baffled the villagers. So they take aback because it's really difficult for them to notice that days, month, year, this particular individual will just take himself early in the morning and he will just sat in the middle of the feet and will just remain quiet and just mindful what is going on around him for an hour, 2 hours before he departed back to his house. So one day, the villagers decided to confront him and inquire why he sat alone, often early in the morning, in the middle of the field. Their curiosity was so obvious in their agitations. The chief among them spoke out, elegant and a bit arrogant from his demand due to his status in the society. "Hey, young man, tell us, have you found anything since you have been sitting here?" he asked. The young man paused and then he responded, "Yes, I have," he said. They shouted, "Tell us, what did you see? What is it?" They demanded it. He was silent and then spoke compassionately and gently. "The Watcher," he said. "The what?" they asked. He repeated himself, "The Watcher." At first, they were confused and puzzled with his reply. They repeated his words a few times. Then he walked silently away from the crowd and he was untouched. The next day, few villagers followed his pathway. They stopped for a few minutes silently. They noticed stars, moon, animals, butterflies, and people's behavior, which is similar to their own behavior. They see other people, how their anger attracts them, control them. They see how people make a decision that are actually sabotaging them more by being unaware of their behavior. So they wondered why they hadn't done that before. So this was totally different from the villagers because most of them have not spent time to even notice what is around them. They didn't pay any attention to this. They were always moving from one thing to another thing. there have never been opportunities to slow down and absorb a moment. Lazo stated that those who know do not talk, those who talk do not know. We live in a time where everybody have an opinion and people go around and hurting more people with their own opinion. It will be better that you have more people that can actually not just listen but be present. Be a watcher this week, and that is your challenge. At least give it 10 minutes a day and you choose the time of your choice. So I'm challenging everyone listening to this podcast today and with this story. Set a challenge for yourself. It's only 10 minutes that you can do it. Try to slow down, try to disconnect, and just remain silent and pay attention to the event that going on within you and the event that happen outside of you without making any judgment or pass a judgment to it. I hope this particular podcast will help someone, and I'm bringing it to the end for this week. Whatever you do, please stay safe and see you next week. Hasta luego. Ciao. From everyone here, from Life for Living Well, we say hasta luego, amigos. Thank you for your time this week. May your rest of the week be safe and loving. Please subscribe to our channel to keep it going. And you can find more information on our website by visiting www.lifeforlivingwell.com. Goodbye.